Hello everybody, today I have the pleasure to propose to you this key 80 entitled Practical Awakening. Well, today we're gonna focus especially on the emotional and psychological stability. Well, why is so important? First of all, I'm gonna use an image. You know, we are in a new era, in a new paradigm, coming, in progress, of course. The 50 and so on, whatever the terminology, the Christ era and so on. I did 4 videos regarding that. Is the key 69 if you want to deepen. And concretely, the energies are changing. Okay, it means that if we didn't do the job, if we didn't clean up, okay, the foundation, it's difficult to rebuild something, let's say, stable. Okay, so the image would be like if you are an electronic device, but let's say your capacity is 110 volts. Okay, if you use the current, okay, and the electricity, okay, you plug it, and it's 220 or 24, 220 or 240, for example, your electronic device will explode. A lot of people nowadays feel really bad because the energy are changing so much. They are very dense for those who didn't did the job. Okay, so for other people, they are like enlightened, like light, you know, really. And some other people are really in the matter, in the density, and so on. So this is important, and that's why a lot of people are getting completely crazy. They are murderers suddenly. They cannot. There are such a tension nowadays because of this change of paradigm, this new era coming. So the reason why, essentially, and I can structure my mind, is the psychological and emotional cleansing allows us to free ourselves from our traumas and our patterns and our chains linked to childhood and to the individual journey, and thus to access to the higher self and the true I am, with being sovereign, aligned and enthusiastic, okay, with our mission of life mission, and to honor the living, manifest the divine dimension within us. Okay, so it's a kind of aspiration to new humanity, for which we are not waiting for other people be the change that you want to see in the world. So cleansing, first of all, there are 3 axes on this. This is what we call the suffering body, that I rebaptize the stone bags. Okay, so the stone would be your problems, the matter. That's why there is a weight. Okay, and the goal is, most of the time, we have all of them. We have. Okay, so there are 3 times. First, the traumas from your childhood and during your life. Second, the lineage, okay, the heritage from your family. And third one, due to your karma. Okay, so if we see one by one, but before that, this is very important first to identify a problem. Once you identify a problem, you did half of the path of the resolution. And secondly, to really want to solve it. Okay, some people, unfortunately, they are in a certain complacence, self-complacence of being the Calimero. Calimero is a cartoon, is a character always complaining, wah, 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 life is really unfair. Concretely, some people, I'm not talking about to be depressed or to be in this is a disease, depression, but really to be satisfied of this, because you find some shoulders on which actually you can rely upon. And some people, this is the second nature. So this is really important to identify your problems and to want to solve them. Cleansing your stone bag. I'm going to tell you how the techniques are. For example, the traumas, we have all of them. We have, for example, from your childhood, okay, a lack of attention, a lack of love, some violence, and so on. So there are psychologists, psychoanalysts, psychiatric, and so on. Okay, so this is quite long-term journey for that, but it's working as well. Okay, you have a key 28 inner child, for which I give you the ins and the outs. How does it work? Why it's so important to reactivate and to preserve, to heal the inner child. Okay, because a lot of people, they are bitter or they are aggressive and so on due to the fact that they suffered about violence. Okay, you do a caress on someone who has been burned. At the end, he will jump. Okay, it will be painful for him. So this is really important to identify. So in this, you have also a guided meditation to heal your inner child. Okay, very important. Secondly, is the lineage. The lineage concretely is what we inherit from our family, for the good, for the bad. We are more focused on the problems. Okay, so let's say there is a technique, and I shared this in the key 75-2. I explained my grandfather that I didn't meet basically because he passed away before I was born. Concretely, he had a good life. He was in Paris. He was recognized and so on. And suddenly, due to the war, he has been sent to camps. Okay, so he came back. He escaped. He came back and he found his wife cheating at him. Okay, nice, with a Nazi. Okay, so, and she denounced him. So he has been obliged to escape again, and he went to middle of nowhere in the east of France, and he became actually almost nothing. So he started to be alcoholic, and then violent and so on, and then he suicides. Okay, so I inherit all this. Okay, so at the beginning, when we incarnate, we inherit also, there is a soul contracts for which it's an agreement. I choose it for unconsciously. Nowadays it's unconscious, but I had all that. The fact not to trust people and so on. Okay, so I've been obliged to transmute this energy for, let's say, releasing him and releasing me as well, like a collective work. I explain that also in with characters. The fact that in a book on which the main character is what he is now, thanks to the conflict with his father, who has a conflict with the grandfather, who has a conflict with his own father. Okay, with peeling the problems, and everything is, let's say, essential for the situation of now. That's why when we say everything is perfect, even the useful idiots or the thief and so on, they are useful because they show us what we don't want, how to know the true I am by doing the experience of the true I am not. Okay, that's the point. So for this, you have a technique that I give you in the key 75-2, is the fact to repeat during 21 days. First the morning, like during a few minutes, okay, 5, 6, 10 minutes if you want, the morning and the evening, and you just say thank you for the experience. You talk to your ancestor, thank you for the person, or even if still alive, this person, you just say I free myself from this experience, thank you for this, but as much as I free you from it through the love of God, of the universe, whatever, concretely. So it allows emotionally and affectively to release from that. Okay, it's like the job is done. I mean, when you believe in it, of course. So once again, most of the time, the soul, the mother soul, is full of doubted souls. This is what I explained in the key 75-2, in the sense that it's a collective work on the long-term run most of the time. There are different techniques for this. You can have a psy, of course. You can have a coach, of course. You can also have the different techniques, soul reading, energetician, hypnosis. I practice, for example, regressive, quantum regressive, let's say, hypnosis, okay, taught by Dolores Cannon. You can use also family constellation and so on, so far, okay, to clean up the karma. Okay, the karma concretely is what you are doing now, which is cleaning your past, allowing you as a springboard to contribute to vibrate independently of you, but to prepare your peaceful future according to the timeline. Okay, the timeline, you can see watch the video, the series of video 76 or 77 regarding multidimensionality. Okay, well, the process, the following is the acceptance and to welcome the experience, and at the end is the forgiveness. Okay, you know, the word a sin in Aramaic, in the language of Christ, concretely it means to be against the current. Against the current, it means that you don't accept the challenge. Okay, you run away, you escape. But you know, those who are doing that, the archetypes is coming back, okay, with another form. For example, you run away from a country because of a breakup, or because you have been fired and so on. They will, you will be, let's say, served again this experience through another person and so on, until you accept the challenge, until you face the challenge, until you are appeased, okay? You are peaceful with that experience. You neutralize it, you discharge the energy of that, okay? I feel okay with that. Thank you for the experience. I don't suffer anymore regarding this problem. Well, what is really important is to list your past and or present problems, and to think about the techniques and how did you do, okay, to overcome, to find some solutions, and how, if you still have these problems, how to solve them, to find some solutions, okay? And also you can be inspired by those who had these problems and who can help you, recommend you, and so on. They cannot do it for you, but at least you can have a benchmark with them. List what you like in you, what you don't like in your life, and try to burn it. Okay, it's like a ritual. Do it as many times as you need. It's like psychoanalysis. Okay, the resetting. Okay, we have a luminous reset, for which I invite you to do it as many times as you can, as you want. This is the key 80, for which it's only 10 minutes. The more you do, the better it is. And also we had this key 35, for which I explain you what is reprogramming. Okay, change your programs, okay, meta programs at the unconscious level. And also I give you the framework of the self hypnosis. Okay, so you can record your voice, you can do it as you want. And for this, you have 1 hour guided meditation for free that you can download on MP3 from my website, for instance, aurelienmilo.com. And you can read it, you can listen to it on YouTube as well. And concretely, this is focusing on 3 axes: self-confidence, harmony, and I forgot, health, harmony, and self-confidence. Yes. Well, the cleansing is starting with the notion of forgiveness. Forgiveness, same. I spent a video, even 2 videos with that, 33. I invite you to watch it, and also to do it. The guided meditation is around 20 minutes. It's helping you to be peaceful towards someone who made you suffer. Okay. Just one thing very important. Excusing for forgiving is not to forget. Okay, a lot of people think it's a weakness, but actually it is really hard to excuse people and to forgive. And this is, for me, a great strength. Okay, so for what? Why? Actually, to free yourself from the resentment. Okay. And to avoid to lower your frequencies, your vibration, and to affect your ascension. Ascension is when you rise your vibration and you're in harmony, in harmonious. You will be stopped. in your inner path, in your inner journey, spiritual one, I mean, if you don't do this job, if you don't forgive, okay, not forget. And it will allow you to be peaceful, to be appeased, and to be in harmony, okay, to evolve and to avoid to repeat always the same archetypes, okay, to have the same situation all the time, as long as a challenge, okay. It helps also these people to evolve, to be better, to avoid that others suffer about the same disaster, let's say. So what is important to do it for yourself first, to do for the other people, and for others to avoid they are victim of this person as well, okay, and in general for humanity. Well, you know, the cleansing through the forgiveness is, for me, the good example is Yom Kippur, is a Jewish celebration for which this day it means literally in Hebrew, Yom means the day, and Kippur means purification, the day of the purification through the forgiveness. If I'm Jewish and someone is Jewish and I did, let's say, a bad thing to someone, this day I ask the permission to be, let's say, forgiven. Okay, these people to purify himself and to purify myself, he has to agree and to accept. He's not obliged, of course, but by doing that, he is breaking the contract linking us, lowering us our vibration. Even him, if he refuses, he will lower his vibration. Okay, so it's to avoid the law of Talion. Talion is a law. Okay, what does it mean? It is an eye for an eye, a tooth for tooth, for which Gandhi say, with this rhythm, this is the humanity will finish with only one single eye. Okay, so this is really important, and one eye can be also the metaphor of, at the end of the time, the 66, with only one eye. Okay, so the devil. Yeah, so let's say there are different techniques. Empathy. Empathy is to project yourself into the complexion of the person. Okay, all the worst person in Kodamari, they have been traumatized and so on. It means at least you have certain, not excuse, but you can understand the pattern, the structure of the mind of the person. It gives you more compassion. To visualize the positiveness, the positive elements of each chaotic situation. Okay, I've been fired, for example. Thanks to that, I lost everything. I've been kicked out by my girlfriend. It was in 2010 and so on. Okay, and I had few friends. Okay, so I had nothing to lose. And I did my dream. I went to China and so on. Okay, so it was an opportunity at the end. Okay, I've been kicked out by this girl. Now I have a wonderful person. Okay, so everything could be with a reason. Okay, sometimes a door is closed because another one is open with more perspective and more positive aspects. So this is important also to detach from the movie. Okay, it's like when you watch a movie. Sometimes when you are stressed or affected, you can just think of the fact it's just actors, it's just a movie, it's just a scenario. Okay, so in life you can, this is really important to be detached of this emotionally most of the time. It's like when you're a writer, and personally I'm an author with some characters and so on. I put like casting. If I put this as a movie, I could say, okay, so in the script there is the bad guy, the good guy, and so on, to summarize, and then there is necessarily, the evolution of a story is always with a continuity, then a big problem, and a problem, let's say, facing, solving, and so on. Otherwise, if there is not this, if it's flat, and there is no adventure, there is nothing. It's the same for life. And flat like this, it's like encephalogram, when you're, it's because there is a sinusodality, I don't remember, sinusodality, well, anyway, the fact to, let's say, there is up and down, allows you to be alive. Okay, so, but anyway, the enigma, problem solving allows you let's say, to understand that everything was important. How to know the true I am with the experience of what you are not. Okay, a thief allows you to emphasize, to highlight your fairness, your honesty, and so on. It's the same principle. Then I invite you, if you have, you are really bittered, and if you are really hateful against someone, to film yourself, and you say, like if you were in front of this person, and you say all the horrible things you want to say, and then you delete. You know, on the video you have delete, and do you confirm you want to delete? Yes, I do confirm. And then, like if, okay, you discharge, is like psychoanalysis. Is the same thing. You can write as well and to burn the stuff, the paper. Is the same principle. You can scream, you can cry, you can punch in the punching ball and so on. The key 32 is made of this. Is to release this bad energies and so on. You can also to pray or to have a self conditioning, okay, like a Coué method. That's to say, to repeat ceaselessly something like I feel at peace, feel peaceful towards him, toward her, and so on. Okay, she cheated at me, but I'm okay with that. Thanks, I accepted the experience. Everything is neutralized. Okay, as otherwise, once again, is affect your ascension. You can ask for help for people, from friends, from professional people, from God, from the universe, whoever. Help me. Take this sorrow and so on. You can also do this guide meditation. I invite you to do it. It's 33 plus, okay, bis in a certain extent, to visualize you are purified, and then to visualize the person is regretting, is purifying thanks to you, giving him or her your forgiveness, and so on, and it allows you to ascend. Well, I invite you to think about that, to meditate and to apply what is vibrating within you. Once again, it is really, really important. I hope it will help you to shape the master key, to open up the doors of consciousness, of love, whatever you want. As you know, all roads lead to Rome and to Dom. Thank you for your attention, and see you very soon.